1 Thessalonians 5. Because we really need to understand the conditions of the world and how they relate to Scripture and how to get saved out of them. Because we're finding out that it's not just enough to say Jesus Christ, because that's been a spell over the body of the Messiah. Yeah, you saying Jesus Christ gonna fix it so you could do all of your little funk and think that he's just gonna wash it away. But what is Scripture saying about the day that he returns? Let's go. So he's saying when they yell peace and safety, that's a problem. And we know today that they are building all of these little cities that is supposed to give us peace and safety. These little smart cities. It says suddenly destruction comes upon them as labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they shall not escape it. So yeah, we're dealing with these labor pains right now, and some people will not escape this. But the brothers, the men, the set apart men, the chosen ones, the Yahudim, who accept the Messiah, are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake them as a thief. He says, you special men, sons of the light and sons of the day, we are not in night nor in darkness. So then we should not sleep as others do, but we should watch and be sober. He said, for those who sleep, they sleep at night, and those who get drunk, they get drunk at night. Now, you can be drunk with your foolishness. You can be drunk with substances. You can be drunk with indoctrination. You could be drunk with lies. And today we use this term woke as to say that we not sleep. So isn't it funny that Scripture is saying that don't sleep, don't be sleep, meaning stay alert. Stay vigilant to the word. Stay set apart. Stay on fire for the Most High. But we are of the day should be sober, putting on the breastplate of belief and love, and as a helmet of expectation of deliverance. The breastplate meaning the love of the Mashiach in your heart, the love for your brother in your heart. The helmet meaning in your mind, you understand what things are going to take place, what's about to happen. Your mind staying on the word, your mind not being indoctrinated with lies, having a righteous lifestyle, a righteous mindset. Because Elohim did not appoint us to wrath, but to obtain deliverance through our Master Yahusha HaMashiach, or Messiah. So let's get this straight. He did not want us to be appointed to wrath. But that doesn't mean that we will not go into wrath. I mean, he didn't want Adam and Eve to get tangled up with the serpent and bite off of the tree of knowledge. He didn't want that. But they did it. And we are living out that consequence. Now, because we have been sinning so much, he wants us to obtain deliverance through the Master Yahusha. See, when you accept Yahusha, you understand that you have to be sober. You can't fool around. You can't watch certain shows. You can't do certain things. Are y'all starting to get this? You have to be set apart. You can't be drunken. You can't be in the midst of wickedness. It says, who died for us so that we, whether awake or asleep, should live together with him, whether dead or alive. And this is why it's so important for you to accept Yahusha before you die. Because it's clear that Paul was talking to the Yahudim here, the ones that had been mixed up with different nations. He was trying to get them to come back to the way of the Most High through Yahusha. And at the same time, he was teaching the Gentiles. But Gentiles can't put Jesus on top of their mess. They have to cling to the Hebrew Messiah, Yahusha HaMashiach. And then it says, but brothers, we beg you to know those who labor among you and are over you in the master and admonish you, and to hold them in the highest regard and love because of their work. Be at peace among yourselves. So that scripture is big because it's saying that people who are over you, meaning that they have a better discernment, your leaders, your mores, that you have to respect them. You have to guard them with love because of the work that the many hours of study, the many hours of preaching and teaching you in the correct form of the good news, not the God spell, but the good news of Yahushua HaMashiach. And they admonish you to live set apart lives. And then he says, we appeal to you, brothers, warn those who are disorderly. So that's what the Hebrew awakening is doing. We are warning those who are disorderly. Encourage the faint-hearted. Yeah, those that have little faith, be encouraged. Uphold the weak and be patient with everybody. Please, you guys, be patient with one another. Love one another in the word and stop being disrespectful to one another. Especially if you say you love the Most High and his son Yahushua HaMashiach. See that no one refers evil to anyone, but always pursue what is good, both for yourself and for all. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. In all circumstances, give thanks. For this is the desire of Elohim in Messiah Yahusha for you. Do not quench the spirit. How do you quench the spirit? By not staying in the word, by not praying, by not fasting, by not accepting Yahushua HaMashiach, who really brings the Ruach, the set apart spirit that helps you stay on the path of righteousness. Do not despise prophecies, meaning that some tribes have to fulfill prophecy. Do not despise them or what they have to do in order to fulfill prophecy. Don't go against it. It says, prove them all, meaning explain these prophecies. Hold fast what is good. Keep back from every form of wickedness. Now, these are the instructions in order to be saved at the end when he comes.